to the quad. Okay. Perfect. All right, so sit nice and tall in your chair. Ooh, hugs, those are good too. And then lift through the crown of the head, shoulders down. You guys don't hear me? Do you hear me? No? Um, I should be connected to my AirPods. Sometimes when I'm a little bit further away, I'll try to be a little closer. Is it better? Yeah. Okay. Okay. So yeah, let's sit tall. Let's just take a few grounding breaths after this back and forth. Nice and slow, deep breath. Breathing all the way down into your belly. See if you can feel a little movement in the lower ribs. So it's really feeling the sensation of the breath in your whole body. So entering the nostrils and then inflating the lungs, creating that movement in the belly. Right, and then we'll maybe add some arm movement. So inhaling, arms out to the side and back up. And exhaling, slowly bringing those arms down. And breathe in, palms up. And then maybe all the way to palms together. And then exhale, palms down, reaching down. Okay, one more time. Palms up, 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 up. And then exhale down. Great. Okay. And then let's do that. Rounding in the upper back, right? So you're sliding your hands forward, shoulders round forward. So you're stretching between the shoulder blades and tucking the chin a bit. You're not hinging at the hips, right? It's just the rounding in the upper back and then lifting the heart, shoulders squeeze back. And so let's do this movement maybe a couple more times, and then we'll add arms to it. Feel that arching and rounding in the upper back. Good. And then we'll try adding arms. So we're gonna add internal rotation. So you're gonna kind of round and then bring the shoulders forward with the whole arm, right? And then turn them up, shoulders open, and you can arch your back a little bit. And then round forward. And arch and open the palms up. Yeah, so the whole arm turns, including the shoulder. And then you add a little rounding in the back and then opening up. Good. Okay. And release. And then let's go for one for a backstroke. So forward and then back, reaching back all the way back. Go for that nice big range of motion unless it hurts. Just one arm, just one side. And then other side. So reach back and down and forward. Okay. Okay. And then we'll go for cactus arms. Just spread your fingers and see if you can keep this upper arm parallel to the floor and then 90 degrees at the elbow, right? So you're also trying to push the hands back. So you're kind of in one line and not like this. And sometimes it's no longer possible. You have to be kind of like a little bit ahead of your shoulder, but see if you can go as far back with the hands as possible. So you'll feel it at the back of the shoulder, even just holding you there, right? And then exhale forward. And then lift those elbows up as much as you can. Good. And then back to kind of halfway down and then open up. And then again, so forward and then lift a little bit. Maybe hands together and elbows still squeezing together. And then lower a little bit and open up. Hands pointing up. Hands pointing up. Yeah, that's it. Okay, one more. Together and lift. I'm still keeping a little bend in the elbows, right? It's actually kind of a little harder to keep the elbow bent than straightening maybe. And then open up. Okay. Ooh, then release. Do a little back and forth. Scissor those arms. Good. All right, and then I'll go side to side, just dropping on one side. And then roll back up. Drop on the other side. Roll back up. Good. All right, back up. And then let's go for a twist. So nice long spine. And then we're gonna touch the opposite knee. And your left arm faces back, or reaches back. Yeah, so this arm is on the knee. Yeah. Right, so and then you're looking at that side, or even looking back at that arm, reaching back. So you stretch a little bit of the neck too. Good. And then keep your right hand on that left knee and just lift that back arm and then come up and over, kind of like you're sort of side bending towards your right side. Good, good, good. Big stretch there. And then release. And then we'll go to the other side. So inhale, lengthen. Exhale, reach for that opposite knee. Reach your right arm back. Look to the right or back at your right arm. Stay there for a few breaths. And then bring that arm up and over for that side bend. Very good. Keep breathing. And release. All right. Let's just do a few shoulder circles. See if you can lift them up and back and down and forward. Nice visible movement. So they don't get so stuck in that tension. Right. Yeah, the more you can move it, the more blood flow comes into the muscles, which is always good. Okay. And then okay, let's do this. Let's bring your left hand onto the sort of right side of the chest. And you can gently like push the chest to the right or the shoulder to the right, and then move the head to look to the left. Good. So you're looking away from that hand, Steve. Look to your other side. No, other side. That's it. Good. So you're looking away from that hand that holds the chest. And then back to center. And then other side. So your right hand touches the left chest. And you kind of push that left shoulder slightly back. So you don't go, sometimes when we turn the head, we kind of move with the whole body slightly. So this is why we're pressing back, and then just the head goes to the right. Side. Good, and then back to center. Perfect. And then we'll interlace fingers behind the head. Okay, and then we'll open up those elbows and lean back into the hands for a little bit of a back bend, right? So you're arching back. You could try with the scooting back and kind of draping even further over the back of the chair. Open up, that way you'll feel more supported. Support your head with the hands. And stay in that back bend for a few breaths. All right. And then come back to neutral seating position. And then we'll tuck the chin and elbows in, stretching the back of the neck. Good. And then release. Okay, I'm gonna have to go a little further away so you see my legs. Hopefully you can still see me, hear me. So one leg at a time. Nice big stretch. So really push through that heel, toes point up. 2, 3, 4, 5. Really feel the sensation, right, of that movement. So when we push through the heel, the muscle, the quadriceps engage, right? They harden to straighten the knee. Okay. And then we'll go a little bit out to the side. So same thing, same straightening, just angle it out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, and then maybe we can do one more set of 10s, just straightforward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. And then we'll go with a bent knee. You're lifting the knee up and lifting the off of the arm up and overhead. And then you're gonna step back out and then arm out. Yeah, so going to the opposite sides and then back in, knee up, arm up, and step up, point out. And a couple more times, so lift up, step out. And one last time, lift up, step out. Okay, and then let's take a side bend here. So use your forearm or hand towards that bent knee, right? And up and over. Good. And then back up. And then we'll do the other side. So your left knee, or whichever. Opposite arm and leg up and then out to the side. And up. And up. And 3. And 4. And then 1 more. 5. And then up and over. Great. Okay. And then let's you're gonna hold on to the chair. We're gonna try to go out, the knees bend, and then straighten the legs, tap the heels down, and then back in, open wide, back in, straighten, and back in. Yeah, so we're using the core muscles and the leg muscles. So open wide, jump it together, straighten. And open wide, together, straighten. Open wide, together, straighten. Good. All right. It's chilly out there. Okay. We're gonna go for okay. Straight leg. So let's say your left leg is just straight forward, other is bent, and then we're going a hamstring stretch. So possibly you're allowing the pelvis to tilt forward, right? So the pelvis tilts and then the rest of the spine follows. And then you get that pull on the hamstring. Try to also lift the toes if you can, toes up to get a stretch in the calf. You don't want to round the back too much, so long spine. Perfect. And then back up. And then we'll try the other side. The other knee straight. And then reach down the leg until you feel a good stretch. And then stay there for a few breaths. Keep breathing, lengthening the spine. Good, and then back up. Okay, and then let's try that seated cobra. So I'll show you from this angle, just so you see. So I'm gonna hinge at the hips again, hands on the knees. And I'm gonna go just halfway down, right? And then I'm gonna push the shoulders open. So shoulders back, squeeze back, heart forward. Then you're sort of sitting here like a sphinx, elbows in, opening up through the chest, through the collarbones. No rounding. Good. And then release. Okay. And then we'll gradually lengthening the spine. And then all the way down. So sliding down into forward fold as far as you can. Stay there for a bit. Feel the stretch in the back and the hips. Right, and then reaching up one more time all the way overhead. And then one more time all the way down. Exhaling, reaching down. Excellent. And then come back up. Okay. And then let's hug it. Left knee, do some ankle circles there. Especially if you have a kind of tight ankle. See if you can make a big circle. So really try for that big range of motion. And reverse. Stop. Squeeze your right knee in. And then go circles. And reverse. And so really focus on it. And release it down. Okay, so let's do one more for the core. So you're gonna scoot forward in the chair so you can do the rocking. So you can lean back, right, without touching the back of the chair. So you can get a little momentum rocking. So leaning forward, and then as you swing back, right, you get that momentum to lift your feet off the floor. So you're rocking on those sit bones. And so keep rocking back and forth. Don't hold it too long so you don't crank your neck. Yeah, so you kind of have to, as you bring those shoulders back, it's kind of like a seesaw, right? So it helps you lift those knees off the floor. Yeah, imagine you're on a rocking horse. So you're leaning forward, leaning back, leaning forward, leaning back until you get a little bit of that rocking sensation. Good. Yeah, and we could try holding it. Maybe keep your feet down though. Long spine. And then maybe arms forward, and then you're gonna lean back without collapsing, right? So you want that nice lift through the chest and low back, and then lean back a little bit and hold it. Feel the core muscles engaging. Hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it, and then come back to center. Good. Okay, shall we do one more? So yeah, fire up those core muscles. Lean back and hold it, lift through the chest. Breathe, don't hold your breath. Very good, and release. Nice job. Okay. All right, so let's do a little bit of music. Okay, let's do some Latin music today. From those feet, move those arms. Good, and then we'll go out. You're gonna pass one heel forward and try the opposite arm. So left heel, right arm, and then back in, and then right heel, left arm. Reach. Yeah, so you're kind of leaning forward with that opposite arm. Right, and then push. 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 And push. Good. All right. And then we'll go again opposite. It's a good workout for the brain. So opposite arm and leg and back in. That's the right leg, left arm. And left leg, right arm. big step out. Not just a small step, big step. If that's okay for your hips. Good. Very good. Good. And then we'll go side to side. So you go out and then outer hip joints. And then outer side. 1 and 2. 1 and 2. So again, big step to the side and then join. Nice, good. Keep working those legs, those flexors. Good. Good, and then come back to center, and then we'll rotate and flap on the side. Good, and then try to clap up above. So one side, other side. Get the heart rate up a little bit. Great job, good. And then we'll go forward. You're spreading the fingers as much as you can, and then making a fist. Spreading. That's it. Open, close. Good, on the other side. Nice dynamic motion. Open those fingers. Good. And then nice march again. Then we'll go reach across. Nice big stretch. Side. Yeah, reach a little bit higher up, top of your head. Yeah, that's it. Good, all right. And then we'll do some more of those, kind of like a kick, straightening quickly. Good. Good, and then just the heels up and down. Fire up those calves. Let those heels high up. Good. And then we can add some also extend as your elbows, as your heels go down, and then lift those heels, lift those fists towards your shoulders. Great. And then let's tap with those toes. So heels stay down. Now we are lifting the rest of the foot. Good. And then we'll kind of rock side to side. And then sit bone to the other sit bone. You kind of almost falling, right? And then you rock to the other side. So you feel the shift of the weight into the right sit bone and then left sit bone. And then we can try to add the reach, so the rock and reach, reach to that.
Contigo, baby, yo me siento bien. Yeah. Si tú te sientes bien, olvídate del mundo también.
Good, and then back to center. Up here, and then slide the shins. Up. Lean forward. Up. And down. Up. Down. Down. Good. And I will try jogging or quick feet, pitter pattering on your toes. Quick. Let's run. Good. And then take a break. And then we'll go for punching. So make a fist. And then you could try faster too. Punch. That's it. Nice dynamic motion. And then across. Punch across. Across. Very good. Nice. And then we'll clap. Down here, so you lean forward again, a little bit to the side, and then you go across up, right, on the diagonal, and then you go down here, and up there, so you're drawing an X, down on the left, up on the right, down on the right, up on the left. Down. Cross. All right, one more. Down. Cross. Down. Cross. Good. And then we'll do the opposite knee. Tap. Right, see? You're tapping the opposite knee. Good. Very good. Okay. And then crossing those arms in front of you, and then lifting, and then splitting. And then other arm on top. Reach, and open. Good, nice. And then kind of like you're doing a push-up. Push, and then bend, and push his elbows back. Just fully straighten. Okay. And then we'll go push back. So arms are back behind you. Push. forward, and then push back, push, push, push. Keep it there for a while, yeah? So we don't just do the momentum, but you're actually really engaging those triceps and the lats. Push back. Good. More. Push back. Keep your chest up. Yeah, that's it. Nice. That's it. Good. All right, and then let's go sort of up and over into more of a side bend. Very good, everyone. Few more minutes. Music. All right. Then we'll drop the legs. And then open, cross. And then you're alternating whichever leg is on top. Open, cross. Hold on to the chair if you want. All right, and then jump it open. And then let's lift here. So walk with that nice wide stance. Open it up as much as you can. Good. And then we'll try to go the knees in for knock. And then open. Too loud? Sorry if it's too loud. Alright, now let's do another toes, heels, toes, heels, toes, heels, toes, heels. Good. And then we'll go pitter patter in, pitter patter out, pitter patter in, run in, run out. That's it. Very good, very good. All right. Nice job. Such a fun music, isn't it? All right, I'll take a little sip. Okay. Yeah, we could try a few of those stand-ups. So either fully stand up if you can, or scoot forward, plunge your feet. And then lean forward, and then maybe lift the butt a little bit, right? And then you can come either, if you can, come back to all the way to standing, or just stay a little lower and then sit back down. Yeah, so you're working on that lean forward, nose over toes, right? Nose over toes, and then push down and back, push down and back. So you're working this important movement so you don't get stuck in the chair when you need to stand up. And you can practice this maybe in front of a table or counter, so you could possibly like hold on to something. And use your hands a little bit if you need it, but ideally you would like really rely mostly on your legs, right? And the big muscles here that propel the hips forward and help you stand up. Yeah, the glutes in Parkinson's, they kind of get weak because when we don't take those large steps, right? So here, when you take the large step, the back leg is in what do we call extension, the hip extension, and the big glute is responsible for that movement. So when you only do this, right, you never get into that big extension. So you stop using the glutes as the people without Parkinson's, and then they get kind of weak, and then that's not good. So, you know, working the glutes in the chair is a little hard seated. Some of the best exercises for glutes is, for example, this. If you could handle this, right, like hands on the chair and then lifting the leg or even bend leg, this is one of the best exercises to target the big glutes. Or let's see, or you could you could just try to do standing, right? Get that. So you actually feel it. You don't want to feel it too much in the back, right? Sometimes we can get the leg back by arching through the low back too much. So core engaged, so you feel it more in the glute, not in the back as much. I get that leg back behind you. Back behind you, David. Back. No, you're doing this. You want to get it back. Yeah, that's it. Yep. Back, right? And then try to not to like lean forward too much. So you really feel those glutes engaging. Yeah, hold on just in case because it's a little hard for balancing. And then of course, you know, doing squats. So you could, if you're worried about balance, hold onto the chair and then get the butt back, bending the knees. So you want the butt back. You don't want to do this, right? Where your knees go forward. That's sort of that's loading the quads versus the butt. So you want to hinge a little bit and move the butt back like you're sitting on a toilet and then back up. Yeah. So don't go like that though, right? So the upper body stays pretty upright, a little bit of a hinge at the hips and the knees bend. But you're still looking forward, not down like that. Yeah, so we're using your legs and the glutes. No, David, are you bending the knees? You're moving too much into the forward fold. You want to stay up. And the butt moves back, not your head doesn't move as far forward. It's more moving back with the butt. Yeah, and bending the knees at the same time, right? Yeah, so you'll feel it in the legs too, but good. I know it's hard to if your legs are kind of weak, but I know this is chair class, and a lot of people, you know, have trouble standing. But I wish we were all together and I could like help you more, assist you. But yeah, I think it is important to like push yourself to do a little more than sitting, you know, in a safe manner. But so, you know, if you can hold on to something and maybe every day do a few of these or standing up from the chair, it just keeps your legs strong, you know, and then it's so much easier to fall when your legs are weak. Good. Okay, let's go back into the chair now. So you have some inspiration to work on. You could do it in walkers too, like if you have a walker or like I said, holding onto a kitchen counter. So you feel safe, but or if someone's there with you. Okay, let's try the stretch. the ankle on top. And then you're trying to get that knee as far down as possible, right? Without pain. So kind of releasing down a little bit. Good. And then see if you can reach up, find that length in the spine, even if you're sitting here. And that hip stretch. Very good. Keep breathing. Good. And then we'll try a twist. So if you can, reach for that opposite knee. Outer arm reaches back. And then hold that twist. Shoulders down, away from your ears. Good. And then back to center. And then I'll switch sides. Okay. So find that position here, slightly pressing that whole leg down. And then when you find your position, reach up. Breathing. Good. And then we'll go into that twist. Side. Very good. And then back to center. Come across. I will slide down into our forward fold. Stay there for a bit. And then slowly coming up. All right. Okay, so it's just about time to do a little shavasana or relaxation. So yeah, you can find a comfortable position in your chair. Maybe scoot back now so you can lean into the chair. I like to sit cross-legged, but that's not for everyone. So yes, maybe feet down are the best. And then relax your body. Let the chair support you. And then feel your feet on the floor. Just sense the sensations in those part of the body. And then feel your ankles. Feel your calves. Feel your shins. Feel your knees. Feel your thighs. Feel your pelvis. Feel your belly. And your low back. And feel your upper back. Feel Feel your chest. Shoulders. And your arms. And hands. Yeah, feel your neck. And feel your face. And then feel your whole body. Sitting and breathing. And we'll take a deep breath in. And then slowly move your fingers and toes. Maybe take a stretch. And then opening your eyes. And then we'll close the class. Feel free to join me, but you don't have to. May I be happy. May I be healthy. May I be mindful. May I have courage. May I have fun. And may I treat myself and others with love and compassion. And then hands to your forehead as a reminder of the power of your thoughts. Hands to your lips as a reminder of the power of your words. And hands to your heart as a reminder of the power of your actions. Namaste. All right, thanks everyone. Great job. Hope you